Varnashram Dharma is quite complicated. The rules of Dharma are very complicated. What is my Dharma at this time? We would ask. If we were really trying to obey Varnashram Dharma, we would go out of our mind. Let's say that there's a woman and she's living with her in-laws as well. She's a married woman, so it's an extended family. Her father-in-law says, "Bahu, bring me a glass of water." And she was just about to go get him a glass of water when her husband said, "Come over here, I need you to sew this button for me. I'm getting late for work." And at the same time, the mother-in-law says, "Bahu, make me a cup of tea." What is her dharma at this point? Should she do what her husband asks of her? Should she obey her mother-in-law or father-in-law? It's very difficult. Even the great knowers of scriptures become confused. But Bhagavad Dharma is very simple. It just says, love God. That's it. Love Him. Adore Him. Surrender to Him. There are many words that are used to convey the same message. You are the Atma, and the only one who's yours is Paramatma. God is the only one who's yours. So love Him. And when you love Him, you are obeying the superior dharma, Bhagavad Dharma. And in doing so, if you break the rules of Varnashram Dharma, the inferior dharma, you should not worry. You're not going to be considered a sinner. In the Gita, Sri Krishna says, "Arjun, fight the battle." Arjun said, "But my dharma says I should not kill my elders, and if I engage in battle with them, I will surely be killing them." Arjun, such an expert marksman, he is such an expert, and he is going to kill so many people. Thousands and thousands will be killed. Arjun said, I do not wish to do that. And Sri Krishna said, "Well, you go ahead and shoot your arrows. You're not going to be committing any sin because I'm asking you to do this. You do this because I am giving you the instruction." So Arjun followed the instruction of Bhagwan Sri Krishna. He followed his Bhagavad Dharma, and everything went well. He's not considered a sinner. He's not considered an offender. In fact, on the contrary, he's considered a great, great devotee of God. So we have to understand that there are two varieties of dharma. One is inferior, one is superior. The inferior dharma is that of the body, and even if you break all the rules of that varnashram dharma, you'll be safe as long as you follow the rules of the superior dharma, which is Bhagavad Dharma. As long as you are following the rules of the dharma, which elevates the soul, which feeds the soul, nourishes the soul, as long as you're loving God, as long as you're breaking those rules because you want to follow the superior dharma, then you are forgiven. But you are an offender if you do not follow Varnashram Dharma and you do not practice devotion. You have nothing to do with Bhagavad Dharma. Then that person is considered adharmi. He will be put in hell after death, but not the one who holds on to Bhagavad Dharma, who holds on to God, who holds on to the superior dharma, superior duty, the duty that every soul is supposed to obey. If he follows that duty, the superior duty, then he is not an offender. In fact, we all agree that we adore these personalities that were mentioned. We think very highly of them. We worship them even. We worship Mother Sita, we worship and we regard Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna and Prahlad. We regard them as being great, great divine personalities. And yet they broke the rules of Varnashram Dharma.